Welcome back to the Stream of Consciousness, guys. I'm your host, Cyrus. We're going to do a fun story here about a settler who forgot where he buried $100,000 in gold around the Bay Area. Well, it says 100,000. You read into the article, it was 100,000 back in 1875. God only knows what that is today. And what happened here is this guy was a prospector who was actually pretty successful and melted his gold down into these ingots. They said $50 ingots. Today, $50 is like barely over 1 gram of gold. So that kind of tells you about what they're going on with the conversion rates here. Anyway, people have found some of these over the years. They found some like in chimneys and buried here and there. And just like, it's been this ongoing thing for over a century now, where bits and pieces of this have been showing up, but not all of it yet. But it looks like there's still about, a third of it still hanging out there. This one story does not pass the smell test, though. Listen to this. The biggest discovery came in 1914 when A.W. Lurkey, a Sonoma Valley rancher, woke one morning with the remnants of a dream still foggy in his mind. The bit he could remember clung to him. He was digging under his home for gold. The thought must have needled him because he decided to put the dream to rest by doing just that. He descended into his basement and began digging, and there, amazingly, he found 42,600 in gold coins. Okay, so what he's saying is that he had a dream, and the dream told him, dig under your house and you're going to find this gold. And he does, and he does. I mean, just absolute bullshit story. Far more likely that he found the gold somewhere else, somewhere where he didn't have rights to it, maybe on his neighbor's land or something like that. He's like, shit, I got to come up with a fantastical story where, God himself gave this gold to me by giving me this dream. But I promise you, the idea that he had a dream about the gold and then dug it and found it, yeah, that wasn't it. Anyway, the story goes on. He ended up being a quicksilver miner. I looked that up. That's just mercury. That's just like a prospector old-timey term for mercury. It's like, all right, who's writing this article, Ultimately, the guy falls off his donkey, gets dragged, dies, bangs his head on some stuff. So he's the original guy who lost his Bitcoin wallet, right? Well, it's out there. If you can find it, there's gold to be had. Start dreaming.